Hey Pisces, this is Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your May general reading where we will be discussing your monthly energy, which is the moon. And so this is going to be an energy of secrets below the surface, things that are, it's kind of man behind the curtain stuff, like your subconscious desires and drives, unmet needs, those things that motivate you that you may not be very clear on why, or things that your subconscious tries to communicate with you in dreams. It's that below the surface stuff that you really you aren't aware of in your everyday, and you really have to tune into it and you have to go looking for it. And when we're just operating day to day, this stuff is always at play, and it is driving decisions, and we might not be aware of it. So this is going to be something interesting to look at. So I'm using Secrets of the Mystic Grove to get a week-by-week breakdown of what you may need to know about how this is going to play out, how to navigate it, because it is kind of a dark and shadowy energy. So hopefully we can get some clarity and you can come out having used it to your best advantage. This is neither positive or negative. It's kind of depending on how you navigate through it. So I will be doing a video for each one of the cards that comes out, one each week, and that will be a pick a card, 3 stacks, so you can get a little bit more detail into your situation. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, so you can keep up with that. If this isn't playing out for you, this is only a general reading. This is for kind of the collective. So if you want something that's just for you, I offer those in my Etsy page, which is linked below. And in a couple weeks, I'm going to do a thank you reading for my subscribers, and within that, there may be a way for you to win a free private reading with me. So now, let's find out how the 4 weeks of May are going to look with this moon shining up. What do you need to know? What Pisces need to know? No, it's not a good shuffle. What may... Yeah. How can Pisces get a little bit more illumination from this moon than just shadow? Let me tune into Pisces for May. All right. For the first week of May, what is in Pisces shadow in the first week of May? What does Pisces need to know about how their shadow may be motivating them? Unravel, puzzle, conundrum, solution. Okay, week 2. Nope, that's 2 cards. Just need 1. For the second week of May, for Pisces, what may their shadow be trying to communicate with them in the second week of May? And how can they shed light on it? How can they be more illuminated in the second week of May for Pisces? What is below the surface for Pisces in the second week of May? Sanctuary, retreat, haven, refuge, oasis. Okay. Third week of May for Pisces. May Pisces dreams be trying to communicate? Confidence, pride, poise, assurance. Week 4 is not going to be the whole deck. Ask, launch, soar, request. All right, Pisces, let's talk about these. All right, Pisces, let's talk about this card for your first week. You have Unravel, and this is like the perfect energy to talk about the unknown that is all wrapped up in this moon card. But this is going to be a reminder, a caution not to go diving or digging or splunking or looking for answers and adventure like the Scooby-Doo gang, but more like to step back and to, like when you've been working too hard on a problem and you've thought it to death and you're too up close to it and you're starting to get frustrated, it's time to actually step back, to do something fun and to give your mind a break and see if, to kind of like clear the slate so that you can start working on it again, to rejuvenate your energy and to not, it's something that you're not going to be able to work out like a math problem. You're going to have to step back and see the bigger picture. So do something more playful and do something distracting and do something that empties your mind. And in the second week, you have Sanctuary, and this is going to be a kind of a continuation of that same energy. This is going to be about, you know, that unplugging and how you can unplug your mind, and how that when you can tune out the outside world and allow those insights to come up out of the silence. It's like secrets may be revealed from your self-conscious when you can create that sense of peace. And so the third week you have Confidence, and this is going to be how has that rest and connection to your shadow shed light on the source of your insecurities. So one of the benefits of doing shadow work is that those accusations people might fling at you no longer carry any weight, or it unloads the weapons that people might try to use against you. A name that someone might call you could be triggering to you and throw you off because of the way that you deny you are that thing, or the way that you don't accept this aspect of yourself, and that's what your shadow is made up of, these unaccepted parts of yourself. So it's where you have made peace with who you are and accepted and love who you are. So when someone says you're such a bitch, you're like, yeah, and, you know, when people try to tell you something about you that you don't know, or you haven't looked at, or you haven't paid attention to, or reconciled, that can be very upsetting. But when you've done that work and you know who you are, and you're like, when someone says you're a bitch, you hear that you're assertive and you know how to take care of yourself and that you are a go-getter, you can go, yeah. Okay? So the fourth week you have Ask. And so this means with that newfound confidence, when you no longer have the wish to be different, the desire to be something other than who you are on your wish list, what new desires does that awaken you? What more do you want in your life than to be something other than who you are? When that becomes something that's no longer important to you, what other more exciting things do you want to ask for and invite into your life? Okay, Pisces? So check in soon, because the next thing I'm going to do in a few days is the pick a card to talk more about what this unravel card may look like for you. Okay?